Okay, hi everyone. Looks as though we could be back. Probably gonna have a bit of a longer break after this one, but we shall see. Just gonna put another tweet out just so that you get some new. Oh, I've got a new subscriber there in the time I've been on today, so that's good. I wonder if that came from these tweets. So yeah, sorry about that last game. I mean, I'm just going to have to put it down to sort of being out of practice, really. I mean, it was a gold player, so I'm not going to sort of beat myself up too much about it. Shame, I'd like to sort of come back on a win, but you can't win them all, can you? I guess is the old saying. So yeah, I need to sort of keep my chin up, I guess, and be more positive about things in the future. So I'm just going to see everyone come back, give it a bit of time. Is that not working properly, that one? Is that correct link? Oh, it does seem to be, yeah. Oh, okay, so now it's appearing, yeah. So anyway, thanks again for everyone that did watch that one. A little tip for you as well, if you can all do us a favour, anyone that does sort of tune into the stream, if you click a thumbs up on it, then it will sort of go up on the sort of visibility for others, so we get more people come and see us, hopefully. So yeah, if you can do that as you're watching, or anyone that sort of joins, then oh, okay, yeah, so someone's watching that. Can I just see that there? Oh, right, so yeah, that's it. I need to press that. So yeah, anyone that comes along and joins or watches, please give it a thumbs up. Just even if you sort of have given it a thumbs up before on other ones, just keep giving it a thumbs up when the streams are on, because it will raise our visibility in the sort of on the home screens and gaming channel links screens or whatever, that sort of playlists for people where they'll see us if there's more likes, more thumbs up and stuff. So just going to give it a bit of time for people to come in here, rather than sort of just start straight away. Shorts, ball games news bot. Okay, oh, they're retweeting this, well, that's good. Not sure if that's a real person, news bot. Anyway, so yeah, let me know what you thought about that last game, where I mean you may have seen mistakes a lot more glaring than I did, because it just seemed to, I mean, I think I made a bit of a bold move over Colonel at one point. I'm just looking through the chat here, and Brian was sort of saying unlucky. Oh well, actually I remember that other Colonel. Yeah, there was the Marshal there, wasn't there? It was a shame. Well, no, actually, yeah, he sort of took the move. Then he had the General over there. He took my Colonel, so perhaps what I should have done is maybe sort of had my Marshal up there behind the Colonel. Really, that would have been better. See, that's what I mean about when we sort of get going on this next game. I might have a look at that and see, because it may be that my Colonels are not close enough, or that Colonel on the right hand side is probably not protected enough by my Marshal. So I mean, it's some of these little things like this that I want to try and maybe tweak my setup a little bit. Perhaps what I could do is have a look at that while we're waiting for people to come along, and just sort of see if there's anything that stands out for me here. So I mean, because the thing is, I want to kind of keep my Marshal near my flag to sort of be, the ultimate defense, and obviously then my spies over there as well, because if that can be an alternative to try and sort of defend without exchanging. But but then you see what it does is it leaves this kernel isolated. But I mean, on other games, this kernel's sort of been effective, sort of clearing out, you know, getting a lot of good stuff. But I guess I need to think about that. I wonder my position of my Marshall. And I guess this major here is a bit ineffective. I mean, what I mentioned in that game, that last game as well, is that I sort of want to mobilise a lot of this straight away anyway, because I can just focus on defence here and then use all of this to sort of get information. But I'm not really sure what's standing out for me here. I wonder if I guess I could sort of bring the kernel here a bit nearer to my Marshall and look to sort of attack up that way, but then it sort of defies the point of having my sort of general there. And you know, it is worrying really the way I sort of got the general so far away from my spy. It does tend to sort of come into problems. Well, I guess, I mean, what I did do, I think, is I messed up a little bit. Well, and I always go down this way, but I'm wondering if I should start going up this way and bringing it up there. Oh, well, I don't think I'm going to do anything at this point. But anyway, hi everyone. Welcome back. Yeah, that's it. He plays a near perfect defence. That's what I was thinking. I mean, it's one of those. That would be one of those games I need to go back and look at, and you know, sort of learn where my mistakes were. I think, Brian, you know, on that one, because it certainly didn't sort of stand out to me where I was going wrong. I think, like you say, that sometimes because that's the other thing I was wondering as well, you know, when I was sort of reading some of the forum when I sort of posted on there today, and people were talking about other tactics or sort of strategies, and there was some posts on there, and I was sort of thinking to myself about like high level players, platinum players, and that you know, potentially what could be happening is that they've developed a setup over many years, you know, because I mean this setup now is I'm sort of getting, you know, people are asking me, you know, do I want to change when our set came earlier, is it our sec, he's got a new channel now, OSOC, yeah, when he was sort of saying, oh, am I doing this setup, you know, and I think what happens is you sort of get used to a setup, you start developing opening moves, and I've sort of discovered sort of areas of my setup where I'm sort of able to defend, and other things are going on. So you can imagine if you've got players that are really highly sort of mathematical minds, or academical minds, whatever you want to call it, rather than someone like me. I'm more of a creative mind, really. I mean, even though I work in a kind of you know, in a kind of industry that's technical and that, I'm much more of a creative mind at heart, and you know, that probably goes against me in a game like Stratego and chess. You know, my working out of moves in advance is not as good as others. So you can imagine someone that's got a really high mathematical mind, that's been playing Stratego for a long time with the setup that they've been developing. That is a dangerous animal, you know. So to be able to get to those levels of platinum and stuff like that, I think that's probably where I'm going to need to be. But then there's others that I think that can just change their setups as well, you know, and they're still obviously very, very high level players. So I'm not really sure where the truth lies there. I mean, I think that there's certainly a large amount of it in that kind of mindset that you have if you're good at maths and stuff like that, and sort of calculating. It definitely stands you in good stead, you know. So but at the same time, having a creative mind, you know, stands you in good stead as well, because you can sort of be creative with your bluffing and stuff. So the truth towards how to be a platinum player and a world champion probably lies in them both, you know, and a combination of both. So and then also the combination of having those sort of that kind of mind where you can sort of be good at both, sort of mathematical and creative, and having a setup that you've worked on and you know, like the back of your hand. So, you know, to get into platinum and stuff, that's what I think I was going to need to achieve for me. But then, of course, having it on a channel and running my own setup all the time, could run into problems there with people sort of figuring me out, you know, and setting me back on my sort of journey a bit. But anyway, we'll see. So what do we, oh, I missed what we had here. I think he's above us though. I think he's oh, was he? No, maybe that's a platinum, that's a silver major maybe. I think he was, wasn't he? Someone let me know if they spotted what that was. I've missed that there. But hopefully we get a win. He's probably thinking I'm taking my time setting up because I was chatting there. Alright, so excuse me, he's coming down here now then, so well, let me then go and try a bit of a different opening move. See what we got here. Alright, so he's now, oh right, okay, so we've got a bomb on the front line. Now that is something that I wasn't expecting, I must say. So yeah, what I'm gonna do here is I'm just gonna go it with it this way, and start to sort of just clear out. Alright, so we've got miners, we've got a bomb there. Let's see if I can get these wins now. And what I'm gonna do is just sort of go for these miners. Alright, so we've got a major there. Alright, so I think he knows, I can't remember exactly whether he knows that or not. I've already kind of started to play the forgetful game. I wonder if he got, oh right, okay. Well, that's interesting then, that he's got a major there. Is he going to start lottoing down there? That's a bit odd. It's a bit of a bold thing to do, just go sort of charging straight down there. But what I may do is just try and sort of get that then. That was a major as well, yeah. Alright, so I've got to be careful here because obviously I want to get my roots out as well. Alright, well that's worked a treat. So I can carry on now then. Okay, so he's now looking to come in with miners down here. Now I'm sort of inclined to believe that he could have another bomb up there anyway, so I'm going to go ahead here. I didn't really want that to be revealed there, that's a shame. Well, I'm going to have to try and make my route out now for that. Okay. Got to get that out sharpish. That's a shame. Well, I'm going to go up here and just sort of see here. Just sort of press there for the time being. At least make a route now. So that if he is coming in here, I can at least sort of suss out what it is here. Yeah, need to protect with this captain to establish what's going on. Okay, so he's a bluffer there. Is he going to attack there? Yeah, alright. So, well, he's probably going to look to sort of... Oh. So he's got a colonel there. Okay, so... He's going to get that pit. Well, actually, I can sort of do an exchange there. That's not too bad. Maybe press that captain back. I won't be able to salvage that captain. Okay, well, I can get his then. So, alright, so I'm up a major on him. So, I mean, I can sort of look to do this exchange. There's no harm in that. And I'm also up on a lieutenant on him. So if I sort of go in, I'm just going to make my route out. Now he knows that's a captain as well. So just got to be a bit careful, and he's got lots of scouts left. Sorry if I lose you in the chat here, guys. Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back. I've got a feeling that we got a chance at this. So he's now coming over here. So what's the other things I've got? Okay. What I do want to do is to sort of go up here and start testing now. Now I'm not sure if he knows that that's a colonel or not. I've got to be careful because right, so let's see what he's got. A captain there. I've got to be careful that I don't end up losing my advantage. I haven't managed to find out any of his big pieces, so it's not something I'm particularly happy about. I'd like to have revealed it a bit sooner. I'd like to have known sort of some more information a bit quicker, really. Okay. Now, I mean, the only sort of big piece he knows is that let's see if I've got a bomb down there now. Okay. Right, well, I mean, if I can chip away at these miners, that would be handy. We have got the major advantage at this point. And also, what else am I? Well, the lieutenants are sort of balanced up now. So, alright, well, let me just sort of play it safe a little bit. We know that that's a captain. We got some, that was sort of coming over to threaten. So I'd like to sort of maybe get a fix on that. Alright, well, let me go round here with this sergeant. Maybe sort of pick off another miner in the process. Alright, no, we've got another sergeant there. So let me see. I mean, just put a bit of pressure down here. I mean, if he's probably got something covering there. I mean, I'm sort of tempted to sort of charge now with my Marshall because I'm up on that major with him. What I'd do, I mean, he's got a lot of scouts, so okay, well there's another one biting. I'd like to get those sort of out, get those scouts to bite the dust. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to sort of start playing this sort of moves where okay, yeah, just try and sort of chip away at things and flush out things, you know, because I want to get those scouts done. So that I can sort of move from then, you know, I can sort of go ahead then from that point and bluff a bit more, you know. So okay, so that's a captain that he moved back there. So what I may do is now just to start again looking to sort of make a move with these pieces. Alright, well he's saying that that's a big gun, is he? So we're going to see. I guess I better try and get my spy in a better spot as well. I guess I better go this way, really, away from my spy, just to sort of, I mean, if he remembers that this is my general, then let's see what we got there. Alright, so that's another one of his miners out the way, so that's handy, I guess. Right, well, he's still got these scouts though, so I need to be careful about that. Let me go back this way. Let's see what we got here. Okay, so that's his general there, is it? Well, you know, I mean, now, okay, so he's, yeah, he just sort of used his scout there. So I guess yeah, now I need to sort of fake, because I mean he's going to come in for that, isn't he? So I guess I've got to try and move up here really now and try and do something with these. I mean, he's probably thinking that oh well, he knows actually there, doesn't he, that that's a captain. So let me think here. I'm just going to move the spy in a bit safer position really, because I mean, if he's going to come in now for this general, then I'm going to sort of try and at least. Okay, so that's another scout. Now the good thing is he's only got one miner left, so this is a good sign that if I can get that, I think, yeah, because I've got this major advantage, I'm just going to use the major over that side. I mean, I'm tempted to sort of bluff here with the spy on this, but it's a risky one. I would rather have something else, to be honest. And it's sort of, it's a little bit frustrating because it's a little bit frustrating because you know, I wanted some other pieces really to be around. I mean, if that's the marshal, I mean, it's not the end of the world to exchange, I guess. And then it gives me the potential to sort of pin this here. Let's see. So okay, so we had a bomb there. I'm sure I got 2 bombs, didn't I? Now I'm sort of forgetting now. Is it this one as a bomb as well? But let me sort of put some pressure down here. So I better move this up. I do need to find where his marshal is. That's sort of frustrating me a little bit. I wonder if that is his marshal. Actually, yeah, I mean, if that is the marshal, then what I'll be able to do is to sort of go in with a counter-attack afterwards. Oh, I see. So he's now come over with something there. Well, let me go for this, because what I'm going to hope to do is to sort of pin this, and then yeah, so I've now got that general pin, so that's handy. But I do still need to find out where his marshal is. This is a tricky one. Well, I mean, he's coming over with that, and I mean, essentially it could be the colonel. But it could be a bluff as well, a sort of testing piece. I think it is a bluff. Okay, so it's a captain. Alright, well, oh, that is handy. Why on earth has he done that? Well, what a surprise about that. What a surprise there, guys. Hey, what do you think about that? You just walked straight in there. Well, that has turned the tide for me, big time. So, alright, well now then, I'm going to go up here and just try and establish sort of which one is the marshal now. I wonder if he's coming over with it here, or if it is this one over there. I mean, he's probably coming in down there. Oh no, okay, so let's see. I mean, yeah, he's going captain there, so he's got 1 major in he. So I wonder if, well, I need to press on this, because I need to establish which one is the marshal. Oh, okay, well that's his last minor. So that is good news. So I'm wondering then if we've got the sort of marshal here, that one. I mean, what I could do really is sort of just bring that captain back again now over here, because now he knows what it is. Let's see what we got coming in there. I mean, he has still got 2 captains, hasn't he? So if I move up with this one, if he wants to sort of, let's see what this is. Oh, okay, so that's his colonel there. Alright, so okay, well, I mean, he can sort of try and chase this, but it ain't gonna work. If he wants to go down, he'll go into a trap. Or if he wants to sort of test that one. Go back down there again. That's okay. And then yeah, he's now sort of looking to, well, he looks like he's looking to chase, doesn't he? So that's fine. Alright, so we know we got his colonel, so I'm assuming then that that's going to be the marshal over there, I guess. In which case I've got to try and sort of press up there. Maybe tuck this in here. But he's doing a good job of hiding his marshal. He's also got that major as well. So I mean, what I want to do is find out what he's got. Okay, so that's one of his captains there then, so that's all right. He's got a lot of scouts, so okay, well, yeah, I mean, what I need to do really is to sort of look to pin that colonel now, and in the process try and get my major safely out of there. That's what I'm hoping to do. I mean, I guess I've got to try and sort of I don't well, I am a major up, so I could technically do that. I got to, yeah, I mean, I've got to try and get that major out of there and hope that he sort of thinks, oh well, you know, it's not a major. And then hope that I can sort of get that out of there now. Let's see, so he's now coming in for that instead. I don't know whether that's going to be his marshal. But I hope he gives me a chance there to get out. Sorry if I've lost you in the chat on this one, guys, but I do want to be careful here, because I do feel I got the advantage slightly. So yeah, I'm going to have to just sort of play that game with him. Okay, so he's sort of threatening on there. So I mean, I guess I could potentially sort of go for it, because the only thing we know, that's a colonel. So I mean, if anything, it would just be a. Yeah, I'm going to go for this as the marshal. Oh no. Well. Okay, so alright, well, I'm not going to worry about it too much, because I can still do an exchange as soon as he sort of comes in on it. I'm gonna sort of just have to let him out, I guess, you know. Maybe sort of just try and establish it first. Do it that way, you know. Because if he's gonna come in, he's just gonna sort of. I need to establish which one. Where is that marshal? You know. Let's see. Yeah. All right. So now we do know where it is. All right. So that is fine then. So I can now just look to sort of go round that way. Yeah, and get that kernel, but I need to protect myself. Tuck this one in first, I think, then get this back round. If he wants to sort of do I see, so he's now gonna, yeah, he's gonna look to sort of go that way. So if I start to sort of fake that way, try and get this kernel done. I mean, what I can do is try and sort of pin the marshal that way. Yeah, okay, so that's good, that's handy. So now, yeah, I need to be careful though. Just look to try and sort of corner that kernel now, get that kernel done. So I'm up on him a captain as well. I also need to work out where his sort of bombs are now. Okay, well that's alright. In actual fact, he's got one more major left, so I do want to sort of cover, try and avoid that, try and avoid losing that. He's sort of looking to come round for that exchange. This is a bit odd. I mean, I suppose I should sort of go. I mean, if he's looking to do that, then you know, I'm not gonna refuse it, but because otherwise, I mean, you know, there's not much else he can do. He's got this other major. So yeah, what I want to do is sort of, I guess, try and get round like these areas and sort of block them, and force his hand a little bit, you know. But he's got that other major left. So okay, so well, this time then I'm not going to allow it that side. Oh, okay, so he has still got his spy as well, so I need to be aware of that. Because yeah, he's going to look to sort of do that then. So let me sort of press it this way, try and get him to do the exchange. I mean, if he's looking to do that, then I'll have to sort of go in this way. Okay, so he just wants to do it that way, does he? Alright, well, I mean, so all that's going to happen is that he's going to have to sort of try and do something, but not necessarily going to work. I mean, if this is the major that he's got sort of coming down here now, then I'm going to sort of look to do that exchange then. I mean, what I may do is just sort of bring this captain down, so that okay, well, he's now, alright, so that is the major. Alright, so now I've got this captain over this side that I can sort of draw the net on him with, or close a net on him with, I should say. Now maybe sort of get this minor then. Yeah, So he's now looking to sort of just try and press through, but he ain't going to be able to necessarily do it because he hasn't got the... So I wonder if we've got the sort of flag and the bomb over there. We've got bombs and the flag there, you know. I mean, he's going to come down here now. So I can sort of look to press up here, I guess. Do this exchange now. And then that will still leave me with the lanes blocked on him. So that'll be fine. So he's sort of pinned himself in here now with this move that he's done here. So I can sort of do the exchange. He's got a spy here, I believe. So I can sort of to press on this. Oh, it's not a spy, it's a scout. Well, so he's got his scouts sort of lurking around. Okay, so that was the spy. So, alright, so what's he got here then? Oh, okay, so he's given up. Well, there you are. That was a tough one because he you know, he had a fair amount of he knew sort of what he was doing there to a certain degree there. So yeah, so yeah, I mean, I got a feeling his flag was over there. Well, it didn't. But I didn't get many bombs. So you must have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bombs here. Then I got this one hadn't moved as well, hadn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 maybe. So what? Yeah, but we sort of wore him out there, war of attrition there. So I was happy with that one. So that's one win, 1 loss. So that's good. I'm sort of pleased that I've got myself back in the flow with that. But I think he was a major, wasn't he? I think he was a silver major, so he's below us. So I need to sort of get up before I get out today, if that makes sense. You know, I need to get higher ranking before I get out of the game. Okay, so I've got to do a couple of bits and pieces now, guys. It's a little bit more of a longer break this time. But yeah, thanks, Brian. Thanks a lot. I'm glad you enjoyed it. And but I will do some more throughout the night now. But give me a sort of good 45 minutes on this break, or we'll see. I'll see how quickly I can get things done and get myself back in the mood. All right. So I hope you enjoyed that one. I'll see you all soon, guys. Bye.